The most dangerous thing Aaron ever did wasn't disappearing. It was going back. When Aaron disappeared, he didn't go looking for Dara. Not at first. Silence was necessary, not just for survival, but for recalibration. He moved carefully, shedding habits the way a man sheds weight after a long illness. Money was never a concern. Numbers had always made sense to him in a way people never did. Patterns, probabilities, cause and effect. While others chased risk blindly, Aaron studied markets the way he once studied terrain. Trends revealed themselves if you were patient. Timing mattered more than impulse. He used his downtime to trade, funneling his salary and the bonuses earned from dangerous missions into calculated investments. Defense contracts, logistics networks, private security firms, systems built on conflict, movement, and control. He didn't need insider tips. He already knew where power was going to settle. The money accumulated rapidly, not through excess, but discipline. Aaron lived on necessities alone. No displays, no indulgence. Wealth was not a reward, it was leverage. And he stored it the way he stored everything else. Quietly, precisely, without attachment. There were other skills too, ones the directorate never knew about. Aaron understood systems, networks, backdoors hidden in plain sight. He had taught himself long before Section 9 ever found him. Hacking wasn't a weapon he advertised, it was a contingency. One he was now grateful he had kept to himself. Months passed, and still, Dara's town remained unchanged in his mind. It wasn't a place people found. It wasn't a destination. No landmarks, no attractions, just quiet streets, familiar faces, and a community that moved like family, watching, protecting, remembering. She wasn't afraid of him. That was what stayed with him. Aaron is tall and imposing, 6 feet 3 inches, dark-skinned, lean, and powerful, built by discipline. He carries himself with quiet intensity, always alert, always controlled. He remembered their first meeting clearly. She worked at a small bakery that smelled like warmth and patience. Aaron noticed the details the way soldiers always do. The exits, the counter height, the way she moved without hurry. But there was something else. Something that didn't belong in his catalog of threats. She looked at him. Not past him. Not through him. At him. Most people did one of two things around Aaron. They were intimidated without knowing why, or they ignored him instinctively, like the mind does with background noise. Dara did neither. "You look tired," she said gently, handing him a paper bag. Not dangerous, not suspicious. Tired. The word followed him long after he left. It unsettled him more than interrogation ever had. The town was small. There were only a few bakeries. Avoidance wasn't an option. Every morning for the week, he stayed there. He returned for breakfast. He kept to routine, arriving early, choosing the same seat, speaking only when necessary. Dara always tried to draw him into conversation. He answered with one word most of the time. His calm exterior betrayed nothing. Inside, he was unsettled. She was one of the very few people who looked straight into his eyes when she spoke to him. Not searching, not challenging, just present. He didn't understand why her presence unsettled him. He only knew that it did. As he prepared to leave on one of the days he came to get breakfast, she handed him something small. A Bible. He stared at it longer than was polite. No one had ever given him anything for free. Later, after she gave him the Bible, he told himself he wouldn't return. The next morning, he did. He walked into the bakery. No pause. No hesitation. No greeting. "Your number." Dara looked up, startled by the bluntness. For a second, she studied his face, as if deciding whether this was impulse or intent. Then she reached for a piece of paper, wrote it down, and handed it to him. Aaron took it, turned, and walked out. He didn't buy breakfast. It would be easier to vanish than explain himself. Later, the weight of it settled in. The abruptness. The cowardice of asking for her number without offering presents. He didn't know how to undo it. He called only a handful of times after that, always from a burner phone. She could never call him back. The first time, when she answered, he said, "Hello." A pause. Then, almost against instinct, "It's B." Before he could finish, she said his name. "Ben." He froze. She smiled on the other end of the line. "I recognized your voice." Aaron said nothing. As with all operatives, names were masks. He had never intended to give her the real one. Silence stretched between them. Finally, he said, "Bye," and ended the call. Every call after that followed the same pattern. "Hello." Silence. "Bye." He ended the call first. He always did. Yet Dara stayed on the line every time. Never rushed him. Never filled the quiet. Never asked why. She fascinated him. After disappearing, he told himself not to return. Not to disturb a life untouched by the world he came from. But silence has a way of amplifying truth. Eventually, laying low stopped feeling like strategy and started feeling like fear. And fear was something Aaron had learned to recognize early, then override. That was when he understood this wasn't over. So he went back. It had been a busy day. She was attending to a customer when she saw him, sitting quietly in the corner chair, exactly where the light didn't reach. For a moment, she thought she was mistaken. It had been months since he called, long enough to assume he had moved on, or vanished. Their eyes met. Surprise crossed her face, but not fear. No questions were asked. No explanations offered. Yet something unmistakable passed between them. A pull, a recognition, a knowing that some things don't end just because time passes. Aaron stayed seated. He didn't know then that returning would expose more than his past. And for the first time since he erased himself, he didn't feel like a ghost.